What's going on? What's going on, y'all? Good evening, good evening. How we doing? We're live? I think we're live. What's up, y'all? Anybody here? Bueller? Do what these things are here. Live queue. Cool. What's up, TikTok? Oh, Jesus Christ. What up, YouTube? If you're just joining, welcome in, welcome in. The way these Q&A works is basically if you have any camera questions that you're thinking about, that you're struggling with, or you're thinking about purchasing a camera, let me know in the comments and we'll try to get you sorted out. The only thing I really need from you is just to know what it is that you are, that you might be struggling with, or what you're going to be creating content about, and also what your budget is. And chances are that you already have a camera in mind. Nikon Z6 III. Nikon Z6 III is sick, dude. Hell yeah, man. Yeah, Nikon Z6 III. Why the hell not? What are you going to be using it for, bro? Musca tools. Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, yeah. 100%. 100%, dude. What do we got going on here for specs? 24 megapixels. Still using my Nikon D60. That's cool too. That's cool too, man. Thanks for joining over on YouTube. Welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. Full frame. Sensor shift. Has 6K 30, 6K 50. Wow, look at this. Huh, that's interesting. Mainly photography. That perfect, bro. Yeah, hell yeah. What lens are you thinking about getting? Or do you already have this camera, Musca? I have the A7S Mark II and I love it. Good for you, Roger. Good for you, Roger. That's great, man. Did you see that they might not make the A7S Mark IV? I think that's a mistake. I think they should totally make it. Or they might make like an FX3 Mark II with a viewfinder. They might. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the likes. Muska, I currently have the Z6 II and I'm looking to upgrade, but also was looking at the A7 5. Why? What up, chill time? You know, if you already like Nikon, dude, and you're happy with Nikon, I mean, I would stick with it, dude. I would stick with it. Unless you really, really, really want to change brands, like, I don't really see a point to it, you know? Chill time. What up, chill time? I have a 24-70. Nice, nice. And a 25 72.8. Nice, dude. Nikon is good, but not in video. It's pretty good in video, man. It's getting pretty good in video. They got the Nikon ZR, and I don't think there's anything wrong with these specs in video mode. What makes you say it's not good in video now, like these modern Nikons? Bro, Nikon have the best budget cam in this year. Which one? Yeah, that's actually what I'm looking at right now, the Z6 III. I'm literally looking at it right now. Yeah, for $2,000. I mean, if I'm doing video, though, I'm not buying this camera. I'm buying the ZR. For sure, you know? Because I think the ZR costs just as much. I gotta check out the Z30. The Z30 I think is like $600. I think that's the one that I want, that I'll check out. Yeah, I think it's the Z. It's the little compact creator camera or whatever that they made. Yeah, this guy. $600. I'd buy this. Hell yeah. I'd probably buy it with something like this little camera, this little lens. I might not, though. I might just save on this and then buy like a Sigma lens, just so that I can have the same camera across 3 brands, you know? Pauline love your video call. I appreciate it. Z50 Mark II. I kind of like this guy. I kind of like this one a lot. Just to try it out, you know, just because it's so cheap, you know, to be a nice little intro into the Nikon world. What are your thoughts on the PTZ cameras? Depends on the usage. I know PTZ cameras for like full on like production sets, like recording and like event recording and stuff like that. Those are pretty cool. What are you thinking about using a PTZ cam for, Brody? Hey man, do you have any suggestions? Suggestion body for a Sigma 30mm. Currently, I'm using an old Cam Next 3. You have a Sigma 30mm lens right now? I would get. Is it an E mount? Yeah, I would get another E mount, whatever the lens is. You know. I think all the cameras from Nikon that are coming up are pretty impressive, dude. My thing of like sticking with the brand that you already know is like it's really expensive to switch over. And sometimes people get into like the idea that the grass is greener on the other side, you know what I mean? Tricky IT Solutions, what up, man? Are you more a Canon or Nikon fan? Definitely Canon for sure. I was looking at the ZF. Okay. What do you think of the ZVE-10 Mark II? I like the ZVE-10 Mark II. I own one. I got the white one. I just got an opportunity to install 5 new ones at a church. Brody, there was somebody else in chat that was over on YouTube that bought 5 PTZ cams for a church. Or was that you, Brody? Somebody got hired to, or is a content creator for a church, and they're installing 5 PTZ cams, Canon ones. What would you recommend for around 800, 900 for mainly photo, but also for video? Probably the R50, Jose. They were a Canon model and look sweet. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, and we might be talking about the same person. He hasn't been here for a couple days. But yeah, we talked all about it. Yeah, they were Canon PTZ cams. And there it was, I think it was either 5 or 3. I can't remember. I got into the Z mount because of the lens flexibility. Yeah, it's a good same with the E mount, you know. How many cameras do you have? I have a lot of cameras. An actual count would be, I have all of these cameras here. If you guys are interested in the gear that I use, I do have everything listed in my link in bio. If you're on TikTok, you get there by going to my profile page and hitting the first link in my bio. So you hit my little profile picture, this takes you here, and then you can land on my page, and then I have the Amazon selects here, and then here I have all of the gear that I use. I have everything categorized for my cameras, the YouTube setup, lighting setup, mics, everything. So I own a lot of cameras. Mostly Canon, a Fuji, and a Sony, and then tons of action cameras. Tons of action cameras. What's the best video cam for POV shots? Osmo Pocket 3, Action 6, Nikon, Sony. Stick with iPhone 17 Pro. The iPhone 17 Pro is good if you have like a nice mount, but out of those 3, I would probably do the Action 6. That was not me. That's hilarious though. Yeah, and it was for a church. And it was all Canon cameras. And he and I kind of walked through some pros and cons. But I think PTZ cams are made for that event, Brody. So you were asking like my thoughts on it. And like those PTZ cams are like, Mr. SVR, thank you for the rose. Those PTZ cams are like perfect for those kind of situations. Like they're going to stay fixed. There's going to be a control person. I don't know, a producer or a director that's going to be manning the PTZ cams, changing them. And like for a concert venue, for a church, those kind of things, a wedding venue, you know, where that's part of the package. That's what I think those are for. I was thinking of buying myself a PTZ cam for like live streaming, and the one that I saw was kind of cool. It wasn't like a full-on production set one though, not at all. It was more of like a I'll show it to you. It was $1,200, a little expensive, but I thought it was cool still. It was by Ozbot ETZ. I forget which one. I remember the price of it was like $1,200. Yeah, this guy right here. It was this. And I was thinking for a while of buying one of these for my lives. I thought they'd be cool. I'd set it like somewhere in my office here, or I could move it around, but I haven't put this as a priority to save up for it, you know? But yeah, something like this would be cool. Luke, thank you for the follow. Appreciate the follow. Right now, I have a Sony A7R4 and an R5. Which one would you buy, sir? I would probably buy the A7R5. Yes, they are super flexible. Well, they're flexible in those professional kind of settings, but they do need an operator. You know what I mean? You need somebody to control them. But it depends, I guess, on what you're doing with them. You know, if you just need them to record the space, and then you can set them in a specific. Mr. SVR, thank you for the goat. Appreciate it. God bless you. Yeah, it depends on what you're doing with it. But they are for exactly that purpose. Like I think they're perfect in like church, and there's a lot of like churches that want to do their sermons and do their thing lives. You know, they want to reach more people that way, which is a great thing for them. So these are perfect for that. Maybe not this exact one that I'm looking at right now, but the Canon ones, those are like $3-4 grand, I think each. Those are definitely professional. Isaac Creative went on a podcast the other day and they used PTZ cams for a podcast. Yeah, for sure. That makes a lot of sense too. That makes a lot of sense too. I would prefer to use like actual cameras, but because the look, and I guess depending on the type of podcast and the type of production quality that you want in your you know what would do good for it? Like a podcast place that rents out their space for podcasts. That's who I would do PTZ cams for. You know what I mean? Isaac Creative, what was the podcast about, bro? That sounds pretty cool. That sounds pretty cool, man. Luke over on TikTok says, right now I have a Nikon D5300 with 2 lenses I got for $250 and a Sony. Cool, bro. Excuse me. Is a Canon EOS T100 good? No, it is not. If that's all you can afford, though, get it, man, and start using it. Agreed. Thought it was weird, but it was ran by a news station, so they always make weird camera picks. They make production choices. So they make things that are already integrated into their production set. So like, yeah, they make, somebody decided that because they know how to operate them. You know what I mean? They're camera operators and they know, they're like, oh, I'd rather just do this, set them, and like, you know, somebody had a preference on them. But I wouldn't be mad at them though. I think a PTZ cam would be cool in one of those rental houses, like where you rent the podcast space. They're popping up all over the place too. That's going to be a little bit of a bubble because a lot of people are going to be trying it, you know, at first. And then they're going to, like, you know, a bunch of them are going to emerge out of the woodwork. And then like 50 to 60, 80% of them are going to, like, it's going to be a failed business. Because it'll die down eventually. Or the demand will just go significantly down, I guess, you know. The only thing for an actual camera is having volunteers to run them, you know? Yeah, so manning them. Exactly. Manning them is a challenge, and then keeping up to them. PTZ cams can be all wired into one like router. Most cameras can, but they move automatically, right? So like you don't have to hire extra employees. So it makes sense. 4mm is a big difference between 24. I have tried 2 of them. 4mm is a big difference between 24 and 28. You don't think that it is, but if you know, you know, it's one of those things. Yeah, it absolutely is a big difference. What's going on in the YouTube world? What's up, you guys? It's quiet over there, man. Quiet over there. No worries. No worries. Michael P. Libby. Hey, man, just tuning in. Very cool, man. Thanks for stopping in. Julia, hello. Hello. Brother. The 24 gives distortion too on my 24 to some do. Some do. Some cameras compensate for it though. But yeah, it definitely can. It definitely can. Uh, 24 to 105 is the same way without digital correction. Yeah, some 24s and some sensors you'll see 24 is like right before you start getting into wide angle. Do you have the meta glasses? Because those look sick. I don't have them right now. The ones that I'm currently wearing are not meta glasses. I will be getting some meta type glasses or whatever, some of those glasses, maybe in a generation or two. And once one or two more brands get involved, because right now it's just Oakley and Ray-Ban, and I'd really like one or two more brands to join in on the party to see what they come up with. I got a backdrop to do little shoots with the babies. Nice! That's fun. That is fun. Which one did you get? Yeah, it's for like backdrops and stuff, it's better just to buy paper. It's better to buy paper. Those other kind of backdrops, they're kind of cheesy. And if you don't know how to photograph them, they're kind of like, they look really tacky. But paper backdrops, like solid paper colored ones, they look really, they're really easy to use. Really, really easy to use. Yeah, and they're not that expensive either. You do, I mean, I guess you could do it with like a tripod. You could fix it to something. But just experimenting with that stuff is kind of fun though. Yeah, for sure. I found my mom's old E40D. Have you worked one before? I have not, but that's sick, dude. You should ask, you should take it from your mom if she's not using it. Sir, is the Canon 600D good? I don't know. I don't have a lot of opinions on older Canon cameras. What is that, 600D? It was good at one point, buddy. It was good at one point. And if that's all that you got, man, use it, dude. Use what you got, bro. 600D? Oh, it's a T7. It's what we call a T7. Yeah, I wouldn't be buying those cameras new. Is that what it is? It's an old T7? Oh, better known as the Rebel T3i. Got it. Yeah, that's gonna be, do not spend your money on this camera, broski. Don't you do it. T3i. Yeah, these cameras are buns, bro. For 400 bucks though, if it is it brand new? No, this is used. Eesh, I would not buy this for $400. Digic 4, Jesus. Yeah, I guess that there are these cameras, these Rebel cameras came out with different names in different parts of the world. So like in Europe and Japan, they're named something different. In America, they all got the T3i or the T7 or T5 or whatever. And then in other parts of the world, they got a different name. I just got a solid beige color and got a backdrop holder, nothing high quality. So yeah, hell, that's perfect. You did good. You did good. Julia, you got to tell me before you buy something. Because sometimes that kind of stuff is like super chintzy. And like, you know, I'm not going to tell you to buy the most expensive stuff, but yeah, you got to, yeah, run it. Just send it to me and say, hey, is this good or is this going to break down? But if you got a solid beige color, that's perfect. That's all you need. That's all you need. Maybe you can get the little ones to stay still long enough, right? If you can't, you can at least use it for like your still life. It has a prime 35, so I mean it's kind of sick. Hell yeah, dude. Dude, a free camera is sick, dude. Free camera is sick, man. If you get a free camera, use it. This popped up on my For You page for some reason. Okay, cool. Currently own an FX30. That's cool, man, but it sucks in low light. Should I downgrade? I wouldn't downgrade. No, I wouldn't. Not at all. What lens do you have? All I want is pizza. I got it as a gift. Is all right for beginner. Yeah, man. Hell yeah. I want to do real estate photography, videography. Sick, bro. You should do it. I just got a Canon R8. It's coming in tomorrow, and for the first time, I'm I'm fully booked this weekend. Nice, dude. R8's cool, man. The R8 is a nice camera. I do like the R8 a lot. The R8 used to be my most recommended camera, guys. The R8, I used to recommend it to everybody that would ask. It's still a great recommended. I still recommend it a lot, but I recommend another camera now. I'll run future purchases by you. I just don't want you to waste your money because there's a lot of cheap Chinese shit. And like some of it is like, you know, here's the thing, I've bought enough of it to know, fuck, like I shouldn't have bought this. You know what I mean? Because it's sat or whatever. And like, you know, light stands, like there's a couple things that you can get by with buying super cheap stuff, but also, I have a lot of free stuff, you know, and because I don't know exactly what kind of path you're going to take in photography and like all that kind of stuff, I don't know what to send you. I sent you this care package. Actually, I need to edit a video. You should be getting it on Monday, is what the delivery lady said. Did you guys hear that USPS is running out of money and they may not be delivering packages next year? What the hell's going on, man? Envisions by Mia. Mia, I was looking for your contact the other day, dude. My place of employment is looking for somebody to answer phones. Not sure if that's of any interest to you, but I thought it was worth mentioning because I remember you said put you on. Not a very creative job, but it was a job if you're still if you're still searching. Next thing I'll be looking to is lighting. Okay, yeah, for sure. For sure. Let me know which ones you come up with. And then I can kind of walk you backwards from them. But also, as you know, Julia, I have all my lighting stuff here. And like all of the stuff that I have already is already been vetted, you know? Has already been tried and true. I did send you one of these things though. So like this has constant power. It is only 20 or 10 watts. It's not like the brightest light, but it should get you started for a lot of things, you know? And when you take this part off, it's just a normal spotlight. But yeah, what I would probably recommend for getting started with lighting is tube lights. Tube lights are really cool. Like these guys right here, these are super cool. I think this was a 2-pack, if I remember correctly. Oh, 2-pack is right here. Tube lights are really cool. If you want like direct lighting, you can get something like this brand from Zhiyun is really good. I think I'd probably send you one of these. I don't have any of these for free, any extra ones, but this is probably the one I'd get. This. And by the way, these things, like the reason why I buy these is because you buy this once, and if you take care of it, it'll be the last light that you ever buy. You'll hand this down to your daughter. You know what I mean? Like if you take care of it, it'll be the only light that you need for the rest of your life. Envisions by Mia says, I started up my photography job again, but maybe if I need extra money. Okay, got it. Good for you. Good for you. Oh yes, I remember now. It needs to be perfect. That'll be perfect to start with. Yeah, it's in the thing, so it'll be good. It'll be good for you. I always suggest buying a camera that feels good in your hands. That's a very good one, man. That's a good tip. I don't know about relating it to dating a girl, but I relate it more to buying a car. Let's see. Envisions. I'm trying to go live right now, but my Tickfinity is giving me issues. What's your content about, Mia? What camera do you use to go live with? Anyways, I didn't know you were going live. You gotta send me whenever you go live, send me your thing so I can tune in. Gaming live on my main account. Oh, I was watching a bunch of gaming content today. A new game came out. What is that game that just came out today? Crimson something? Yeah, I have a gaming channel as well. I haven't gone live on it since since the fall of last year. I've been trying to convince myself to go back over there, but I've been having such a blast with because right now I'm multi-streaming to YouTube and TikTok, so I've been kind of enjoying this setup, and I'm learning what live streaming on YouTube is. Everybody on TikTok, say hi to everybody on YouTube. We got 5 people over there. Woohoo! It's why I like Fuji and Leica. I'm always shocked that Canon and Sony and Nikon are producing more retro style cameras, given they are popular. I think Canon and Sony are doing just fine though. Nevon Clark. What do you think about the Sony A6700? I like the Sony A6700. I use the Osmo Pocket 3 for POV shots. It's sweet. Fuck yeah, dude. A Pocket 3, I'd be too afraid of like the hey YouTube. I'd be too afraid of the little gimbal getting ripped off though. So I wouldn't use the Pocket 3 for POV shots. I just use an action cam, an Insta360, the 360 cam, or my cell phone. Envisions by Mia, 1 sec. Oh, hey YouTube. Pair it with a good lens and you'll be good for a very long time. Oh yeah, dude, a 6700? Yeah, you're gonna be set for a while. I don't think that the 6900 is coming out this year. It'll probably be like 2 years before the 67 gets an upgrade. Fair enough. Quality in the Pocket 3 was too good to pass though. Oh no, dude, the Pocket 3 is great. I would be, so for my POV shots, like I like putting it on my chest, and like for me that little gimbal thing to me is like, wait, that's why I don't use it for POV shots, because I'd feel like I'd accidentally like rip it off, you know what I mean, or it would get caught on something and then my $700 camera or $500 camera would be a gun, or you know what I mean. Oh, if that's what you got, then use it, man. Then use it. I have plenty of 360 cams. I have 3 of them. I have 3 360 cams, you guys. I want to tell someone that I finally have my Canon RF. Woo! Congratulations, bro. You fucking did it. And you came to the right place to tell the right people, man. You came to the right place to tell the right people, because weak hair. The R6 Mark II, bro, is a dream camera for a lot of people. So you did good, kid. You did good. Valerie Visions, what is the trade-in volume for the RP for an R8? I don't know. Probably pretty high. Probably pretty high. The R8 is pretty great. I am slowly starting to lose confidence that the R8 will get a new model this year. Jenny, what up, Jenny? Big Texas, what up, Big Texas? Send one my way. I wish Leica and the Q3 had loving my Q3. I'm too poor for a Leica. One day I'm gonna make it a goal to own a Leica. So were you still able to do the photo shoot with your boss? I know you said next day he didn't show. Nah, he never showed up. He never showed up. I sent him an email. I walked up to his office and he had lost interest, or he wasn't there. He totally forgot about it, but that's okay. I'm used to it at that job, you know. That's why I get paid a nice salary. So like he called me. I work from home part of the week, and he called me directly and he's like, Vic, I need a photo. I'm like, okay, I got you, boss. I sent him what I had. He said, I don't like any of these. I'm like, all right. Can we do it tomorrow? Yeah, sure. I'll bring in my big camera. I do it, and he ghosts me. And then I sent him an email saying, hey, I got my camera all week with me. Let me know, and ghosted me. And then I went up to his office the next day, which was yesterday, and he wasn't there. So I let his assistant know. I was like, hey, I'm available. Let him know. So let me open the door for my kitty. Hold on. A message was held for review. Show. Some messages are held for review over on YouTube. The moderation. Hunter Bads, thank you for the chili pepper. Jenny says Canon PowerShot V1 or the Sony ZV-E Mark I for pics and video. This is my last pick. I definitely wouldn't buy the Sony ZV-10 Mark I. Jenny, remind everybody what you're doing. You guys want to see my cat? I don't know if you guys can see her. No, I don't think you guys can see her. She's on the desk, right? She's on the table. Check this out. Let's see. She's my little buddy. She likes hanging out in this room when I'm in here. And when I'm in here and she hears me, she's like scratching at the door. Let's see. What's the next best upgrade from the R8? 100%. Yeah, Moy, you did good, Moy. You did good. Rice and noodles, yeah, rice and noodles. I do rice and beans. I'm currently on rice and beans right now, actually, because there's a couple of new cameras that are coming out that I need to save up for. So I am also on rice and beans. I've been on rice and beans all of March, and it looks like I'll be on rice and beans all of next month as well. Ah, okay, they have so much in their plate, so yeah, sometimes they forget. Yeah, they're bosses, man. I don't take it personally. I don't take it personally because my paychecks still get signed, you know what I mean? So maybe when I was like younger, I would take like personal offense to it, but now I'm just like, that's okay. My check's still signed, you know, and I'm still delivering content for them, so. TikTok, Instagram pics, and reels for in the future YouTube. I would definitely do the PowerShot V1 from Canon, Jenny. I think you'll have a better time with that camera. And the PowerShot V1 just came out in December, so it's much newer. It's a nice point and shoot. It's easy to use. It's easy to use. It does have a fixed lens, but I think it's like the perfect content creator camera for a beginner. Yeah, this is a much better option in my opinion. It has a fan, so it has long record times. It's easy to use. It fits in your bag. Here's the thing. I'm making a YouTube video right now. Well, I'm editing one. I actually haven't even pulled it into the edit. I recorded it. It's sitting on an SD card right now. But the whole premise of that YouTube video is like creating a content creator package, a backpack, a single backpack that fits everything that you need from audio, lighting, and a camera in one backpack that isn't too heavy. You can also slide a laptop in there that you take with you everywhere. So like the least amount of friction, especially when you're just getting started or like you don't know much about creating content, like the least amount of friction that you have, the more likely you are to create outside and like create content, you know? So this camera right here fits that category of something that's easy to use. It's easy to learn. It has great quality. It shoots 4K 60, great focal length. It's just a nice little camera, you know? For lighting, do you think sky panels are still worth it? Like big ass sky panels? Depends on how big your space is. Valerie Visions. What's the next best upgrade from the R8? Camera. Dream Setup Genic. ZVE 10 Mark II is a good... Hell yeah, dude. ZVE 10 Mark II is a great starter. Hello, it's like 10:30 a.m. where I'm at. All right, FinPix, thank you for sharing. Yeah, I understand that. Yep. Fuji X-T200. I don't know that camera. I currently have a Nikon D33 and been looking for a little upgrade. What should I get? The Nikon Z6 III. This guy right here. I'm pretty impressed with this camera at this price point. You know, I think this would be a decent like little hybrid camera. For $2,000? Why the hell not? Does anybody own this camera, by the way? The Z6 III? YouTube, 7 viewers. Woohoo! All right, YouTube. Okay, YouTube, we're coming up. Opinion on the Nikon Z8. Good opinions on the Nikon Z8. Australia. Australia, is it tomorrow over there or is it today over there? It's probably tomorrow, right? Or is it today? No, it's probably today, right? 3/19. How do you think about an A6900? I don't think it'll come out this year. I think it'll come out maybe in 2027 or 2028. But yeah, I don't think it'll come out anytime soon. I think it's still a little ways off. A little ways off. Nevin Clark has the same sensor as the ZF. ZF more fun. Friday, March 20th. Oh, so it's tomorrow over there. Got it. Is it worth it to upgrade a Canon DSLR to a Sony 6700? I think so. I think upgrading from any DSLR is a good upgrade to mirrorless. I guess not always, but usually. I will upgrade from the ZVE 10 to... No, that's an Earth HP. That's a good upgrade, bro. E or TTHPP or Earth HPP. That's a good upgrade, bro. Dream Setup Janik Stolarski. I have a Sigma 17-40. Nice, dude. And it's just perfect except the distortion when straight lines. Any solutions? What is don't be at 17 all the time? My camera, I have that lens. I actually have it right here. I don't really see a lot of distortion at the 17, and if I do see them, they don't really bother me. And if they really bother me, I can fix it in post. But my camera does a decent job of correcting distortion, but I don't really see much at 17 millimeters, excuse me. There were concerns about dynamic range on the Z6 III. Well, it's a $2,000 camera, bro. You know what I mean? Like, you can't have everything in every camera. You know what I mean? Thank you for the follow, Earth HPP. If you're buying a camera for photography, I would still get the Z7 II. That's a great little camera, 46 megapixels. Better image, solid. Z7 II. Let's check out that camera. Z7 II. We're having a lot of Nikon discussions. I don't like it. Z7 II. I don't like it, you guys. Oh, look at this. I like this too. It's even cheaper. It's 600 bucks off for some reason. Ooh, they have a free SD card. Ooh, what kind of SD card? Ooh. Oh, it's a weird SD card. Never mind. No wonder it's free. What kind of SD card is this? Cute. Is this like a... What is this? This XQD card, Nikon would do some weird shit like this and like have a weird like memory card. The fuck? Yo, a full frame 45 megapixel sensor is not bad, dude. 4K 10-bit, 10 FPS, 5-axis in-body vibration reduction, dual memory card slots. Yeah, this is kind of cool. Oh, it has a shitty screen though. Has a poopy screen. Big Texas, I'm having issues with mine draining in the battery even when off. Gonna send it to Canon tomorrow. Your camera's draining? The battery's draining? Interesting. What kind of batteries do you have, Big Texas? Don't tell me you have third-party batteries, bro. Opinions on the 80D. I don't have many opinions on D-series cameras. Drift Daily Talk. Is that the camera that you have, dude? If that's the camera that you have, just use it, man. No, it's the Speedlight EL5. Wait, so your Speedlight is draining battery? I'm not sure what we're talking about. I'm sorry. I must have missed a part of the conversation. I'm doing product photos like with SanDisk, and with the ZV-10, I have to bow in the photos in the front. Oh, I would bump it up a little bit then to like 20 millimeters. Cambry Photos got a new 200-600. Sick, bro. What do I think of the 6700? 6700 is great, man. RMS, thank you for the follow. I'm going to buy a 67 Sunny. What do you think of it? Do it, bro. Do it. I finally got the Z6. A lot of Nikon people, man, with the 24-7. Okay, very cool. John Liebert, we were just talking about Nikon. Great buy. Pair it with a good lens and you'll be... Hell yeah, dude. My Canon Speedlight EL5 flash, it came defective. Ah, got it. Got it. What do you think about the A7R5? I like the A7R5. I think it was on Myra. Hello, Myra. Hello.
Hello.
How are you? The A7R5 I saw was on special the other day. We were looking at it closely. Sony A7R5. Yeah, it was on special. Ooh, yeah, it's still on special. Look at this. $900 off right now, guys. The question was, would you buy an A7R5 or would you buy an A7 IV? Because they cost about the same right now. That was the question. John Liebert, thank you for the follow. Johann Liebert, excuse me. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Nikon, well. Now everybody's playing like that likes what they... Yeah, Nikon gives me the heebie-jeebies, man. Dream Setup, Janik, thank you so much for the roses, man. I appreciate you. Myra, what course or creator do you recommend for watch for lighting? I'm terrible with lighting, and that's what I need to focus for lives. I don't really have a lighting thing. I've taken a bunch of courses on just content creation in general, but as long as you keep like a 3-point lighting setup in mind, you're gonna be fine. You know, you're gonna be fine. You just play around with your lighting and see what you like. this is my current setup that I have for lighting right here. So I'm sitting at my desk right here, and I have one light here. I have one light here. This one is currently turned off. I can turn it on for you if you want. That's with the light on. It's just a hint, just a kiss of light. And then I have my tube light, and then I have that big light in the back as well. Is anyone at YouTube? I got 8 viewers on the YouTubes. I think for a while I was at like 12. So YouTube's coming along, man. YouTube's a lot quieter though. Yeah, we got a couple people in YouTube land. Couple people. It's growing, Big Texas. Let me live my dream, all right? What is your podcast setup? I don't have a podcast setup. My live setup right now is 3 cameras. I'm using 3 cameras. I'm using the Canon R50. I'm using the R10, and I'm using this vertically for TikTok. And then I have the R50V, and these are the 2 cameras that you guys can see. I like the window lighting. I'm on YouTube today. I appreciate you, Myra. Thank you so much for being on YouTube. I could use your company over there on the YouTube lands. One of the things that I do, Myra, over on YouTube is that I add the TikTok combined YouTube chat so that people on YouTube know that it's okay to ask questions, you know? I like it more than TikTok. I like YouTube as well. Thoughts on the R10 as a beginner camera? Hell yeah, dude. R10 is sick, dude. Does the ZVE-10 II have some distortion correction that maybe I need to use and I don't? It might. It might, but I've never messed with it because on I've never needed it, man. I've never needed it. It might, though. Dream setup, Janik. I would, one of the things that I do, guys, and this is a tip that shouldn't be, that crazy, but every camera has a user manual, and I'm not talking about the quick start guide. I'm talking about the full-on user manual that typically isn't packaged anymore, but it is available to download on PDF. So what I do is I download the full PDF version and I upload it to AI. So I use like a special folder in ChatGPT, or I create one of my personal ChatGPT prompts, and I only use it for camera questions for my own camera. So I grab the PDF and I upload it to the camera that I have, and then I ask it questions about the PDF. TikTok is better. TikTok's all right. I like YouTube. I do like TikTok as well. I was actually today, guys, I was researching because I'm thinking about implementing Kick and Twitch here one of these days. I'll do one and then I'll do another. I'll still be multi-streaming to TikTok and YouTube, but I'm just adding more. Now that I've got this down and I'm kind of happy with what I'm working with on the YouTube front, that I can finally bring in another platform. TikTok is like Canon, and YouTube is like Nikon. I don't know, man. TikTok kind of gives me the heebie-jeebies a little bit. I would reverse those, bro. I kind of look at never mind, I won't say it. Let's see. I've downloaded OBS and TikTok Live Studio. Now I'm learning. Myra, why are you downloading OBS? You don't like TikTok Live Studio? Or are you going to multi-stream as well? My Q3 came with a manual. Read some. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if Leicas came with an actual manual. Most other camera brands don't come with an entire manual, though. The thing is, cameras are too pricey for me. They're expensive for everybody, not just you, man. Not just you, Malie. And Twitch is like Sony. Twitch and Kick are definitely gonna give me the heebie-jeebies. How do you stream YouTube and TikTok? Like both? Yeah, I have both streams going up right now. So I'm multi-streaming right now to this camera is for YouTube, and then this camera is for TikTok. Multi-stream, hopefully. Yeah. So OBS, once you get OBS set up and you have your scenes, and then all you got to do is send a virtual camera over to TikTok and then send both signals up, and then that's it. And now I can control my streams using a stream deck. You could do this also with TikTok, I'm pretty sure. Cambry Photography, you think maybe you could check out my photo I posted this account? Cambry, I'm not doing photo reviews on TikTok. Photo reviews are going to be done on YouTube for channel members. Johan, what camera are you using to stream? Right now I'm using a Canon R10 and a Canon R50. I think the dumbest thing they put in the box is the neck strap instead of a wrist strap. I like the neck straps. I never use them, but I do like them. Is it the Sony FX series? No, I'm not using any FX series. How do you do it? Like, can you show? Can I show what? How I stream? Or my camera setup? So you need to have a stream key for YouTube. You need to have OBS, Open Broadcast system software, Open Broadcast software. You need to have TikTok Live Studio, and then you just do all the settings, get all your settings right, and then that's it. There's nothing really how to configure stream. You can YouTube that, broski. It's not super complicated. You do need to have a PC that can handle it, though. That's about it. You have 2 more viewers on YouTube now. My baby is woohoo! Yeah, 8 viewers on YouTube. I'm happy with 8 viewers. I'm definitely happy with 8 viewers. If you guys are on YouTube and you haven't subscribed already, though, please consider doing so. I'm really trying to get to 4,000 subs by the end of March. At this pace, I don't know if I'm going to get there, but I do need all of your guys' help to get that goal. On TikTok, I'm trying to get to... I was having a goal of 10,000, but it doesn't look like I'm going to do it. Maybe I'll get to 8,000, but that's still a good goal. Kylie Padilla, OBS is literally... I agree, OBS is goated. Any camera will do. Bought a film camera 3 years ago for 200 bucks. Nice, dude. Develop my film, black and white. It's absolutely perfect. That sounds cool, man. Not everybody wants to develop their own film, though, you know? But if that's what you like to do, do it. Excuse me. I do like film photography, though. Texas Big Photo. Are you over here now, Big Texas? No, that's somebody else. I think Texas Big Photo is somebody else, right? Or is that Big Texas? Oh, Jesus, I'm dying over here, guys. I think I saw a TikTok showing where you love, would you consider doing a city walk giving tips on how to take photos? For a select few, of course. Yeah. Yeah, I do a lot, Brewman. I do a lot. I create a lot of content, man. I create a lot of content. Where do you get the most views? YouTube or TikTok? Definitely TikTok. I definitely get a lot of views on TikTok. A lot of eyeballs. The algorithm is crazy on TikTok. I like going live on both. I'm not gonna lie to you. I went live on TikTok, just experimenting, trying a bunch of different formats. This format right here, excuse me, goddamn. This format that I'm doing right now has probably been my least popular. I had one type of format that went crazy, and it was just having the camera pointed at my cameras. It was wild. Literally my camera, and it was my cell phone. It was my cell phone pointed at my desk. And on my desk, was all of the cameras. Like I had cameras laid out galore just everywhere. And that live went fucking nuts, dude. Like 120, 80 people, comments going wild, dude. And that format was crazy. Hello from TikTok. Oh, Texas Big Photo. That is you. Got it. Good to see you over here. Good to see you over here. I could really use the numbers over on YouTube, so I appreciate you making the jump. For the rest of you guys, feel free to stay where you are. I'm not asking people to switch platforms, but is the Canon R6 Mark II good as a hybrid for photo and video? Fucking right it is, bro. I mean, consider doing a meetup with followers and giving photo tips during the walk. We all have cameras and take various street shots. Oh, that sounds kind of cool. Yeah, I might consider doing something like that. Yeah, I might consider doing something like that. I wouldn't do it for free though. And it's not because I'd need the money, but because I wouldn't want a bunch of randos showing up. I'd only want to do it for like 10 people, you know, maybe 8 people that want to take it seriously, you know. But that does sound like a cool idea. And also safety. You know, I wouldn't want a bunch of strangers congregating together with a bunch of other strangers that I don't know. So I wouldn't do it for free. It is a good idea though. I like it. Use Canon R3 or Sony A7 plus grip for wedding. Ooh, I'd probably do the R3. I don't know about weddings though, bro. I think an R3 might be a little overkill for weddings. I think it'd be great. What's the price difference on those GS Solo? Like an R3 is about 4 or 5 grand, right? How much is an R3? Let's check that out. It might be overkill for a wedding, but I mean, I'm not going to say that it won't be good for a wedding, but it might be overkill. Because the R3 has a global shutter, right? Like when I think of a Canon R3 or a Canon R1, I'm thinking of like the Olympics. I'm thinking of like the NFL. I'm thinking of like the World Cup. I'm thinking of like professional sporting events. You know what I mean? That's what I think of when I see this camera. I don't see wedding, but it'll perform great in a wedding. I'm not saying no. I would probably do... Yeah. That's interesting. I've never had anybody ask me that question. I don't know. I don't know what I would choose. Because I love Canon, I'd probably go with a Canon though. And plus I already have all Canon lenses and stuff. What camera brands do you currently have, GS Solo? What about a Canon 90D? I don't know much about the Canon D series cameras. What's the worst lens do you have? I sold all of my worst lenses. So all of the lenses that I have now are all my favorite. R3 is not a global shutter. Are you sure? Oh, it's a stacked sensor. That's what it is. Forgive me. Stacked sensor. I misspoke. You're right. It's a stacked BSI CMOS sensor. You are correct. Canon EFL lenses. Yeah, so I would get a Canon, bro. I can't see TikTok comments. On YouTube you can. They're running on the screen. Big Texas. Just get the best camera available, and that's the Canon R6 Mark III. That is a pretty great camera, dude. That is a pretty great camera, not gonna lie. Big Texas, you should see the scrolling text on the on the YouTube land. YouTube view. Oh, okay, I see it now. Yeah, so you won't see, you have it on the screen, and the reason why I have it like that, like I've said a couple times, is so that the people in the YouTube land can feel confident that there's real people here asking real questions, you know? Thanks for the opinion. Have a good night, gang. See you, bro. Let me know what you decide, man. I would definitely go Canon, especially if you have Canon glass. Before you go, give me a like on this live, man. I appreciate it. Get the R6 Mark III and the EF to RF adapter. Boom. Yeah. Yeah, the R6 Mark III is like made for weddings, dude. The R6 Mark III is spectacular. That's like the perfect wedding, wedding camera, I think. Same with the A7 IV, you know, they're right there. And the R6 Mark III does have that other extender as well. It doesn't come with it, but they sell that extender, you know. Renzo, what do you think about the RF 35? I love the RF 35mm, bro. How do you feel about the Sony 64 for beginner and 2 lenses you would get? I like the 6400. That's a nice beginner camera, 100%. Is the A7 III good for weddings? Fuck yeah, dude. The Sony Alpha 7 series is fantastic, dude. It's a little bit older now. I mean, they have the 4 and the 5 out, so but it's still the A7 III is still good. It's Zane. You good? Yes, I am good. You good? Ooh woo.
Ooh.
What will you choose? ZV-10 or 6400? I would choose the ZVE-10. You look like you was crying. No, I'm coughing up a storm. I don't know why I'm coughing. What about the Canon EOS R? Canon EOS R is a little bit older. Still pretty good though. Have you ever considered doing an R6 III setup video? I need to set up mine and I think you know what you're doing. Yeah, I have the R6 III. How do I have mine set up? I have mine set up for like hybrid and like long recordings. I did use it for photos a couple weeks back. I didn't like it for photos as much, only because I have the R5. I prefer the R5 for photos. But my setup is just basic setup. You know, there's nothing too crazy. Here's what I do when I buy a new camera, because I have a lot of Canon glass, is that I watch a Frono's photo setup guide, and then I copy all of his exact settings, and then I switch them and change them. I work backwards from there. So like I set up the way he sets his up, and then I use it for a little while or go out and use it, and then I change a couple of the things that I know that I like. So Frono's photos like my baseline, and then I do tweaks after that. Is it good to buy an Adorama camera gear? Yeah. Adorama is a reputable reseller. Bro is the GOAT. Yeah, I like his setup videos. They're pretty long. They're pretty extensive, but I do like setting up my cameras like his, and then I work backwards from there. So if you're ever thinking of like having a good baseline and are interested in how I kind of set mine up, and then after I set mine up to like my liking, it's still about 90% of what he uses, right? Fro is the GOAT. Fro is the GOAT. I hope to run into him one day just so I can say, hey, Frono's photo. So you literally do the opposite of Frono's photo? No, I do exactly what he does, and I set mine up the way he sets his up. But then I go out and then I make some tweaks that I know that I like. Like I have some different like autofocus settings that I prefer. I have some different like I set mine mostly in like aperture priority, like 90% of the time. The video codecs are a little different. I usually like to shoot in 30 and 60. I don't do a lot of 24 anymore unless I'm doing a talking head video. But cameras, after a while, man, they become like, you know, you set it to what you like, you know, and the way that you like. I'm going to do a trade of my life, trading my Canon T7 for a Canon R5. That's a lot of stuff, dude. It's Sony TV DJI for a Canon R5. Holy shit, dude. You're going to love the Canon R5, you know. What camera are you using? Super clear. On TikTok, I'm using a R10, Canon R10. R5C Cinema Raw Light or FX Raw? I don't really shoot in any RAW formats, to be honest. What device do you use for the camera switches? I have what's called a Myra. You can go over to my Amazon storefront, and I have everything listed in my store. And I have a category called YouTube streamer setup. The way that you find this is if you're on YouTube, you can go to my profile page, my homepage of my video. You hit this link, Beacons Media, and in here I have my Amazon storefront. And this will take you to everything that I own. And I have everything categorized. If you look at the YouTube streaming setup, actually there's a picture right here. So I have two of these. I have this guy and I have another one. And then I have this big guy. Actually, you know what? You're part of TikTok Shop, right? You could probably ask for this. This company right here is giving these out for free for TikTok Shop creators. I have one. I don't even use it. Well, I use it in another setup. This isn't the same one that I have. I have like the name brand one. Ampligame is still, Fifine is like a cheap brand. But I use this guy right here. And then I have for my audio, I use this guy. Oh, and they did come out with a new one recently. Where is it? The Elgato. The Elgato just came out with a new one that it looked really good, but because I have so many of them, I don't need it. If I do another setup, I will. But I'm not in the market to build another PC this year. It's called the Elgato Stream Deck XL something. It's like the XL Plus. They might not have it on the YouTube. But you can get a little one. You can get a little one like this. I have a little one in my other setup as well. Wow, look at this. I purchased it in 2023. I like Frono's smell test in the way. Yeah, dude. He's pretty hilarious with that. Also, are you using OBS? I am using OBS. Yeah, Frono's photo. I bought his preset pack. His Frono's. They're all right. They're good starting points. Bro, talk DJI Osmo Pocket 3. Can I buy it or not? Give me ideas. If you need a camera like the DJI Pocket 3, you should buy it. There is the Pocket 4 that's coming out soonish. I know everybody says that it's coming out soon. Also, for that look, do you fix settings on OBS or the camera for a nice look? This is all in camera. I'm not using any settings. This is all raw. Not raw, standard, I should say, standard profile. What do you think of the Canon R5 and why? Canon R5 is sick for photos, bro. It's a great camera. I gave my R5 away. I guess I didn't give it away. I lent it out for a long period of time. Are you using OBS? I do like OBS. I am using OBS. Mac M4 can't even grade 8K on the R5C. It's a Mac, dude. You're asking it to do some crazy work if you wanted to edit 8K. You're definitely gonna need proxies for 8K. I have a Rebel T7 with 3 lenses. What's the best upgrade? What's the best upgrade with that allow me to keep? I mean, you could get an R camera and then get an EF to RF adapter. Does the Canon R50 overheat easily? All cameras that don't have fans can overheat. It really depends on your settings and it depends on your environment. Is a Canon 18 to 50? Yes, it is, Renzo. I recommend that lens to everybody, dude. What do you think of the Canon R5 and why? Canon R5 is sick, dude. I have the small Elgato one. Oh my God, yes, the new one is 350. Yeah, I saw that one's a little too much because I have basically both of those in like 2 setups. But the Stream Deck is that's what I use to like change my scenes. I hook it up to OBS, so OBS, and then I control it like that. Just bought the R7. Any lens recommendations for wildlife and landscapes? 70 to 200, Joey. I bought it too. Which one did you buy? You have a stream deck as well? Big Texas, what are you doing over there, man? You're making up a whole production studio, bro? Good for you, man. When you record on the R6 Mark III, do you see it flat, or how should I look at the color? I use standard profile for most of my stuff. I did record in log recently. I haven't edited that video just yet, but I don't do a lot of log recording. It's nice. I shall learn about the R5 to get that look. With the R5, you're probably going to need, I remember you have the R5, Myra. Because I have a lens that has like a low aperture. On the R5, you'll get this look if you use the 35 millimeter. The 35 or the 24. You could do it with the 50 too, but the 50 would need to be a little bit further back. Do you know some Kodak cameras? I don't. Since I don't do videos, should I go with the R5 or the R5 II? Big Texas, there you go. Spending that oil money, bro. Good for you, Big Texas. You should not buy the R5, dude. You should always get the best camera that's available, especially with somebody with big oil money like you, Big Texas. You got to get the best that's out there, man. Tall guy muscle, bro. What good quality lens can you recommend for fitness content? Okay, I have the 35 millimeter. Yeah, perfect. So you can probably, with the R5 and the 35 millimeter lens, you'll get something that looks kind of like this, Myra. Bro, what good quality lens? What camera do you have, tall guy muscle? R5 Mark II, it is. Yeah, that's what I would do. Keep your ear to the ground, Big Texas, because I started hearing rumors about the R5 Mark III. I don't think it'll be out anytime soon, though, but just know that there's already rumors about it. But since you already have the R6 Mark II, the R5 Mark II, I mean, what don't you like? You just want those big megapixels? Is that what you want? Because the R6 Mark II is fantastic, dude. Big Texas is like me. Now I'm broke. Yeah, we're all broke. Except Big Texas stays rich. Yeah, the R7 Mark II is around the corner. I don't think the R5 Mark III is coming out, but it's always important to let's go to Canon rumors. Rumor has it. Oh, some cameras got some firmware updates. R7 Mark II sensors info. It sounds great. Oh, let's see what the R7 Mark II sensor has. Oh, wait, no, we're busy right now. We're looking at something else. Nothing I can see about the R5 Mark III. I did see it somewhere, but if it's not on Canon rumors, then we can, it's okay. We are not in trouble yet. I did see it somewhere though, but I don't remember where I saw it. R7 got a new firmware update too. The EOS R7 Mark II is the most anticipated. No, it's not. Shut the fuck up, you weirdos. 39 megapixels. Backside illuminated. That'd be pretty important. But I hope that they do more of a video features for the R7 Mark II. If it doesn't have a bunch of video, more video features on the R7 Mark II, I'll probably skip this one. Because my R7 is my least used camera. Like, I don't use it for anything. Or should I go for the R1? I would say, dude, if you're doing strictly photos, bro, the R1, that's like the cream of the crop, man. You'll be better than everybody you know if you own the R1. The R1 though does not have, it only has like 24 megapixels. So cool story, Brody. I already have the lens 18 to 55 kit lens. Is it okay to add an XF23 f2 for family events? Yeah, do you think the 23 is enough on a XT20? Or do you need something wider? Cool story, Brody. Real photographers shoot film according to OG Bernie. I mean, I guess. Or should I go for the R1? If you want megapixels, big Texas, you gotta go the R5 Mark II. The R3 is also good, but the R3 is definitely getting a new camera this year. Brother, what up, brother? Brother. Yeah, the R3 also only has 24. The only camera the camera that has the most megapixels in Canon is the R5 Mark II with 45. And 45 still allows you to get like stupid crazy burst speeds. The R5 Mark II is an insane camera, dude. But then there are cameras like that have 61 megapixels, you know. But those have like only 10 FPS. Look at this bad boy. 3900. Woo-wee. It has 30 FPS plus pre-continuous shoot mode, dude. 30 FPS at 45 megapixels is wild. Wild, dude. 12-bit RAW. What? It shoots 8K 24. Yeah. Yeah, it's an incredible camera, dude. It's an incredible camera. That's why it costs so much, dude. Byron. What up, Byron? What's up, boss? I got a good deal on a Lumix S12E, but want to get a portable camera to film travel vlogs. Oh, bro, if you like the Lumix, check out the Lumix S9. The Lumix S9, I think, is like the perfect travel camera. Fun facts, by the way, I bought the light you told me to buy. Which one? The Zhiyun brand? Did it come in yet? I think you'll love it, bro. Or was it the Amaran one? Super strings, bro. Sony 69 rumored. Yeah, I saw that it was rumored. Yeah, I did see that it was rumored. I don't think it'll be coming out, though, this year. I don't even think it'll come out next year. I think it's like 2027, 2028. 2027 at the earliest. If you want cinematic scene, it's hard, to be honest. For cinematic lighting, you always want to shoot on the opposite side of your camera. So, like, for example, how do I display this? So if you guys like are looking at this right here, and this is you, and you have a camera. Let's make another shape here. let's say this is a camera. I don't know if you guys can see this. So if you are shooting here and then this direction of the camera, and you are looking in this direction here, you're looking at the camera, you don't want to have your light on the same side as your camera. So you want to have your light be on the opposite side of you this way. And this will create a little bit of dramatic shadow. And then you add a hair light on the back. So you'll have two lights here. And now this camera is pointing directly at you, and you have opposite lighting facing, lighting your one side, and then a little bit of hair light coming off the top, like lighting you. And then you have a light facing or pointing towards the back of the wall to light up your background. And like that's the basic, but you guys can YouTube like cinematic lighting basics or easy cinematic lighting with like 2 or 3 lights, and you guys can see that's usually like the easiest way to describe like cinematic lighting. And then you can play around with it, man. You can play around with it. But technically, just remember, if you want cinematic lighting, like an easy rule of thumb is to light your subject on the opposite side of the camera. There's what's called a 180 rule when it comes to lighting. So like if your camera, and also filming, I use the 180 rule a lot. Like you always want to be on the same like 180 plane. So like if you're recording something, you want to have like either your camera at 180 and your lighting at 180. You don't want to have multiple cameras and then shooting at the opposite side of the 180. So over here, you wouldn't want to have a camera in the same sequence. This would be like a no, because that kind of this ruins the 180 rule. You can look that up as well. YouTube 180 rule in filming or cinematography. And somebody a lot smarter than me will be able to break it down for you. I tried it, but lenses kill portability. Oh, so you want something even smaller than that, bro? I would just get a point and shoot, though. Rusty Mostak, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Looking almost pocketable. Yeah. That's kind of what it sounds like. I would do... Does Lumix have any point and shoots? The Ricos. I think you'd really like the Ricoh GR3. Have you looked at those, Byron? Hello from YouTube. What up, Big Texas? You came back? You abandoned YouTube? It's okay. I bought the Sigma 17-40, so I'm trying my best to understand placement. Yeah, did it come in yet, man? The 17-40 is nice. I came back to YouTube. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate it, bro. Yeah, it is expensive. Lenses are expensive, guys. Lenses are expensive, but that lens is great, dude. Make sure you take care of it, man. Make sure to take care of it. The most expensive lens I've bought, it was $3,000. But I don't think that'll be the most expensive lens I ever buy. Crazy to say. First world problems, really, you know? What lens was $3,000? The Big Bertha, 28-70. I'm getting my 15-35 tomorrow. Nice, dude. Nice. Dude, you are building a production set, bro. The 15-35 is my most used lens, man. I use that thing for everything. I bought the Mist 1/8 for the Sigma. Wow, crazy view. Yeah, did you try it? The 1/8 is good, dude. 1/8 is good. It makes a big difference. That's what gives you this nice hazy like look right here. This is called, you see the light right there, and then you see the it's called halation. That's what the mist filters do. Yeah, that's what a mist filter does. Yeah, Big Tex, you're doing some sort of production set, bro. Good for you, man. As long as you get to stay creative, man. Stay creative, creating things, create art, create photos, create videos. You know, all that stuff is super healthy, man. Is it a 1/8 or a 1/4? I have a 1/8. 1/4 is a little crazy. 1/4 is a little much, but the 1/8 I think is just right. I got 2 lenses this week, bro. You spending? See, I'm telling you guys, Big Texas. Big Texas got the Big Texas money, dude. You deserve it though, man. Fuck it. You can't take the shit with you, you know? If you're thinking about leaving money to them kids, fuck them kids, man. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You can't say that in 2026 anymore. Is it 1/8? I missed some Charlotte. Charlotte is asking, generally, what is your opinion on the Canon M100? I have it. I don't know what the M100 is, Charlotte. Let's take a look at it. If it's an M mount camera, I'm probably never heard of it. Oh, it's one of these guys. It's a little bit older. What do you plan on doing with it? It's a shame that Canon didn't do much with the M mount. The M6 was really cool. The M50 was really cool. I never really had an experience with the M100, but it looks like it's a simple little camera. Use it. If this is what you got, use it. Yeah, it's an M mount, M front body cap. Have you tried the Viltrox? No, I haven't, but it does look pretty cool. Viltrox is doing some pretty cool stuff, Emilio. I do like the Viltrox stuff. Like cheap stuff, you know, cheap. Might as well check it out. But Viltrox has been coming up with, like, they have the art line, not the art, the air lineup for lenses. Those are pretty interesting. And then they have a fancy one, like an f1.4 and f1.2 that are really interesting as well. I got a Hasselblad and I really regret could have gotten an FX6. I'm still paying for it. Yeah, dude, I mean, that's a way different camera. Hasselblad or an FX6, like, those are way different cameras, you know? Way different cameras. Are point and shoots worth it anymore with phone cameras? And yeah, definitely. What happens, guys, is, like, you got to think about it, like, in terms of the sensor sizes. So, like, I have this drawing over here that I was kind of using to illustrate this example. So, like, if you have some cameras, some sensors. So imagine this right here is a full frame sensor. Okay. Imagine this is a crop sensor right here. This is a crop sensor. A cell phone sensor is going to be even smaller than that. Okay. So when it comes to photos and, like, photography literally means, like, capturing light. You know what I mean? So, like, that's the definition of photography. The definition of photography is, like, painting with light, or the science of painting with light. Meaning that to create a beautiful photo, you need a lot of light. In your opinion, and to create a better photo, you need the most amount of light. So full frame sensors right here. Oh, and then I guess I could do, like, medium format too for you guys that are. Medium format is gonna be like this. Okay. So which one of these sensors do you guys think is going to produce the best image based on the amount of light that it can receive? And I'm actually, I made the cell phone sensor bigger for comparison, but like cell phone sensors, and it's not because they don't want to put bigger sensors in there. It's because camera phones are small and they need to feed a sensor behind these lenses. So a crop sensor, if you look at it, is larger because you can fit a bigger sensor inside of it, inside of the camera body, right? So this sensor, which is a crop sensor right here, would never fit on the back of a camera, right? Because it's larger than the lenses. Does that make sense? And like this right here is a crop sensor. And you guys can see the size of a full frame sensor. You see that? So the larger the sensor, the more light gets into, the more light that is able to get into it, right? So these are just basic rule of thumbs. This isn't something to go like, you know, write a thesis about, but it's generally the way, it's literally physically impossible for a camera sensor to be better than a full-on camera sensor because of the sheer size of it. Lee, thank you for the follow. Man, the freaking quality of this live is mind-blowing. You're a real master. Emilio, nobody's ever called me a master of anything. So you win today's prize, and that prize is a ooh woo.
Ooh.
Appreciate it, Emilio. But that's also not to say that cell phones have come a long way, dude. Cell phones have really come a long way. But they'll never, ever, ever compare to a proper camera. They just won't. You can't do it. I like taking flicks with my phone. Are ND filters for phones worth it? No, they're definitely not a gimmick. Be tool. Memento, thank you for the follow. Fun facts, do you edit on DaVinci or Premiere Pro? Premiere Pro. I use an 18-35 from Sigma. That's a good lens. It's a beast. But I want to start vlogging. Do I need something wider? That depends on what kind of focal length you're looking at, Emilio. If you want a lens recommendation for vlogging, I made a video the other day about this lens right here. This 10-18 Sigma. This right here, in my opinion, for a crop sensor camera, is a monster lens. It is an f2.8, but for vlogging, it's fantastic, dude. 10-18. This is it right here. And it'll go nicely with your 18-35. So if you get this and your 18-35, dude, you have everything covered. So if I was you, I'd get something like this. I actually own it. I have it right here, actually. For my, I was using it as a vlogging setup. I was like, if you're looking for a vlogging setup, this is the camera right here, 10-18. Really nice for vlogging. I said that lens is for content, for lifestyle girlies. I think it's perfect for that. EOS R50 lens combo. Depends on what you're doing, bro. Do you know about Fuji? A little bit, Krista. A little bit about Fuji. In Premiere Pro, do you use LUT or do you color grade on your own? Sometimes I use LUTs depending on the project, but I do a lot of my own basic adjustments. Excuse me. What do you think about the... Ooh, Krista, that lens, we were just talking about it. It's freaking great, dude. I have one. You want to see it? I like showing it off. Ooh, 17-40 f1.8 art. Sigma art lens. f1.8 with an internal barrel zooming lens. Fantabulous. It's really nice. Very, very nice. It's probably the last lens that you'll buy for your crop sensor. It's expensive though, but very nice. Oh, you got a full frame. Got it. 20 millimeter is nice. Yeah, 20 millimeters would be good. If you know shooting sleeve, if you know how to use DaVinci, the Premiere Pro learning curve will be pretty easy for you to overcome. Yeah. Do you prefer 17 to 40 for Pro or the 18 to 50? I like the 17 to 40. 17 to 40 is spectacular. The f1.8 is unstoppable, dude. It's really nice, dude. It is more expensive though. Sure 40 millimeter. I don't know that lens. It sounds pretty cool though. Sure is like a cheap Chinese brand, but they make. I have a bunch of Sure lenses. Sony A7 IV still a beast? Yes, yes it is. Lens for the EOS R50 outdoor lifestyle content. Oh, probably the one that I just talked about, the 10 to 18. Probably this one. This one would be cool for you. Outdoor lifestyle. That sounds kind of neat. Yeah, I'd want something wide. Personally, if you get this lens right here, this 18 to 50, and then you can also get this lens right here, bro, the 18 to 50. Those two lenses, you're gonna be a content creating machine. Yeah. By the way, guys, I have everything that I'm talking about here for my Amazon storefront linked in my Amazon storefront, linked in bio, first link in the bio. And if you're on YouTube, you can find this in the first link in the description down below. I have everything categorized from my YouTube setup to my cameras to my lenses. I own 90% of the stuff that's in here. 95% of the stuff that's in here. The stuff that I don't own, I sold it already, and I bought the majority of this stuff as well. Everything from lenses to the books that I've read to the filters that I use to the microphones that I use, everything is here. I've bought a lot of mics in my day. Oh, Julia, you also get these. I send you these as well. These are my favorite, dude. I started working with small rig late last year, and surprisingly, man, I've been using small rig products for a while, but the thing that I use most from that I was really surprised was these fucking mics, dude. These mics are sick. They are only for cell phones, but you can use it on your desktop and on your laptop for like Zoom calls and stuff. And like these are really cool, man. I like it. I like them because of the portability. Like I can put these in my pocket or my backpack and I'm good to go. I also always carry the necklace with me. So like it has a little magnet and like I have a little necklace so that I'm ready to create content at any second, right? And it plugs in right into your cell phone and like you're good to go, dude. 99% of the videos that I create on TikTok are made with these those mics right there. What about indoor hands-free POV for home handyman work? You definitely want like an Insta360 Randy Barrett or an action camera. I would probably do like a chest mount or like a hat mount. If you're doing a hat mount, I would do the DJI Action 6. That one's really great. But I really like recommending Insta360 cams, dude. I think they're perfect for almost anybody, bro. Yeah, so I would do either this guy right here, the Action 6. Action 6. This one's fantabulous. But even better, I really like recommending these because these are like so easy to use, dude. This one is the X5, the Insta360 X5. Shoots in 8K, it's waterproof, and the 360 like is really phenomenal. It's also really easy to edit too. They did a really nice job with the software. I do keep that thing on me. Exactly. That's funny. Yo, I love the R3 so much. Oh, nice, Sean. How is it, bro? Talk to us about it, man. Been eyeing the Go Ultra chest. That's another good one too. Yeah, that chest one is really good too. I still prefer a 360 cam, but the chest the Ultra is nice as well. Yeah, that's another good one too. The only reason I recommend, because the idea of like the chest camera is cool, but truthfully, the battery on it doesn't last as long as you think. So like I have one, I don't have that exact one. I have another Insta360 camera that removes the little camera module. And that little camera module only lasts like 30, 40 minutes. Which to me, if I'm thinking about hands-on kind of thing, like that's a problem. It only lasts a good amount when it's in its housing. So that's one thing to consider, Randy Barrett. So the battery dies really fast on the little camera module, which is a shame. Maybe on the bigger one, you'll get like 1 hour. But I've used the X360 and the Action 6. And those things run, if you leave them running 2, 3 hours, 4 hours, no problem. I love it. I need better lens for it, but it's way better. Of course, it's better than the R100, broski. Can only afford one, 10 to 18 or 18. I would do the Toronto. What are you doing with it again? Remind me. Randy Barrett, thank you for the follow, Randy Barrett. Yeah, just keep that. I mean, if you only record like short bursts, you know, that might be if you can only use one Toronto, I would do the 10 to 18. That way you can get a little bit more use out of it. Well, the 18 to 50, I don't know, bro. I'm glad that I own both. That way I don't have to decide. I think if I could only have one, though, if I put myself in your shoes, I'd want the 18 to 50. If I could only have one. Remember, guys, you don't have to buy all this shit at once. You know what I mean? You can buy everything piecemeal. Work with what you got at the time that you got it, and then make it a goal to like to save up for something else, you know? 10 to 18 for what? Exactly right. 10 to 18 for wider shots. Should I get the 100 to 400 with a magnifier? Or should I get my friends? I would not buy the 100 to 400, bro. Prime versus zoom for streets. Ooh, good question. I'm gonna cheat, and I'm gonna tell you that I like both. But if you make me answer, I'm gonna say I prefer a zoom. If you make me answer, but I love using a prime for street photography. Bro, I have the R100. I'm thinking of selling it for the M50, but I have a bunch of RF. Buy the R50, bro. How long did you have the R100? Steffi. How long did you have the R100? What do you guys think? 2 months? Over, under 2 months? Over a year? Oh, okay. Yeah, I would just buy the R50, bro. Bro, is the Canon 60D good enough for beginners? It's good. Any camera is good enough for a beginner, bro. Any camera is good for a beginner, dude. I just upgraded the R100. I'm so happy that I did. Yeah, you went big, bro. You went to the R3. You put on some big boy pants and pulled the trigger on a camera that career professionals use. Yeah, that's big time. I got it used for my friend's dad, the R100. Oh, the R3. Oh, so you probably got a good deal on it. Did he upgrade to something else, Sean? What's your personal rec for a Micro Four Thirds, Lumix or Olympus? Looking for older models as I would probably do. Ooh, I wish there was somebody here that was a Lumix guy earlier. I would probably do the Lumix. I would probably do the Lumix. But I don't have a very good JTech 99. I don't have a very good informed opinion on Lumix versus Olympus. I can tell you that I've never seen anybody use an Olympus though. What's a good lens for the 6D? Should I get the 55-200? I'm using it for school. Probably the 18-135 to get you started. I'm gonna let you know that you're gonna not like that camera or that lens for very long. Oh, Jesus. I do not use medium format. I'm too poor for medium format. But I'm thinking I want a bigger camera, maybe the R10 or R8. What do you think I should get? Between the R10 or the R8, the R8. A64 or ZVE10 should I pick? Thanks. I would get the 64. T7i with a 50mm. Don't like any Rebel cameras. Don't like any Rebel cameras. I think they're a waste of money. People need to stop buying Rebel cameras. APS-C supremacy. No, I have APS-C. Most of my cameras are APS-C, but I prefer full frame. Medium format, I'm just too poor. I just bought a old Lumix Micro Four Thirds. Nice, dude. What do you think about it? Super strings, bro. How much is the average price for a medium format? For it's about I don't know. Expensive. Any medium format that I want is like $5,000. Toronto A64 or R50V? I would do the R50V. R50V is like $600, dude. Bro, why do people hate Nikon? Nikon does it to themselves, man. Nikon just does it to themselves. Any camera bags that can hold one big camera, one backup, 4 lenses that can hold my iPad to edit. These are the bags that I use, Sean. My biggest bag that I have is the Peter McKinnon bag. That's the 35 liter. This guy right here. Anything close to like 35 liters should be good. And this is the one that I have. I have it right here, actually. Is it in here? It's over at the other side of the room. I get tomorrow a G85. Nice, dude. Alrighty, y'all. I am gonna bounce. My time for tonight is up. For those of you guys hanging out in TikTok, if you haven't followed already, please consider doing so. Now is your opportunity. For those of you guys over in the YouTube land, Please subscribe. Trying to get to 4,000 subscribers. I appreciate every single one of you guys. I will be back tomorrow bright and early. Have a fantastic night. Not gonna lie, that music sounds nice.